Hello everyone and welcome to Earth Angels Sanctuary and Learning Center. This is our classroom blog and lesson plan for the month of December. I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video with the busy holidays around the corner, and also for taking time out to not let distance get in the way of your intuitive development. So join us as I go through our lesson plan. It was very exciting and I hope you enjoy the information. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please email me at earthangelslv@gmail.com or visit our website at www.earthangelsnetwork.net and leave a comment in the box. Thank you. So, for the month of December, our lesson plan was called Through the Eyes of Energy. So, what exactly does this mean? Well, I'll get more into it. So, I'm going to go over a brief introduction. Our guest speaker for our class was Renee Penley. She is an aura photographer and uses a Polaroid to take her films called the Lady of Light. She's also a Reiki practitioner and also practices the art of Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian method to forgiveness. So we're going to also talk about aura, which is what Through the Eyes of Energy is, and what it is and how you see it and all those things that go into an aura. We're going to show the history of the instrumentation to where she got to a Polaroid. And then we're going to go over techniques and exercises, how you can practice that at home with yourself without the use of instrumentation. Conclusion and introducing next month's blog, and also a reference page. So let's get started. So what is an aura? Well, aura is an energy field made up of who we are, and that can be our physical, emotional, and mental bodies within that aura. When we're talking about energy fields, we have many besides these three that I just listed here, but the three are the basic important ones that we need to talk about right now. So there's the physical, which is basically our health and our well-being, how we treat our bodies. There's our emotional, which is our feelings inside. Our mental, which is our thoughts, beliefs, and experiences. So basically, auras help navigate through life. They are lights around the body, as you can see in these pictures here. And like I mentioned before, they have our thoughts, emotions, and basically light equals information. So we can create our joys and have experiences, and when we get kinks in our hoses, which are basically our doubts and our fears, the aura will show this as well. And if you are angry and having a bad day, that will also show in the aura too. Each color tells you about you and how you connect to the source or the God within you and who you are. And since everything is alive, everything has a story, and everything will talk to you if you talk to it. So the Lady of Light, basically took the picture on the right where you see the woman with the Polaroid camera. So that's what Lady of Light does. She can pick up several of your energy layers here, but you can only see a few with the eye, but as it kind of expands. And depending on your resistance, whether you acknowledge or you're trying hard or whatever, she can pick up less. So basically, auras kind of give you an idea of where you're at, and it's allowing you to empower yourself to remember and honor who you are. So even in this picture on the left here, next to the Polaroid, you see it's basically an ancient drawing of a man who has a halo/aura around him. So even ancient religions and civilizations also are aware of auras and our energy fields around our body. I don't know if you ever walked into a room and you felt it wasn't right. This is also, Renee shared that it's your aura isn't in line with the other person's thoughts and feelings. So that's another way of looking at it, and I found that fact really interesting as well. So here's a brief history on the instrumentation of aura photography. It was started in 1939 by Kirlian. And basically, these photos showed auras of light around objects like a hand, leaf, or other plants. From now, technology has increased to make computers and other machines that can pick up your energy fields and auras. However, Renee, like I mentioned before, uses a Polaroid camera called the Lady of Light, who can do all this in a nifty little machine. So to the far right, I have a couple samples. One is fingerprints showing the aura and the energetic fields around that. And below is a leaf. So what are techniques and exercises that you can do? Well, one is the magic eye, which are basically 3D images. And down here you can see a picture of that I downloaded from their website, and I have referred to the source at the end of this slideshow. Basically, it works on your depth perception, which is how you kind of want to view auras. You focus on the air between you and the object you are looking at. So you just relax your mind, breathe deeply, and do not judge. And eventually, your peripheral vision will pull out the color. Another way is to do aura viewing, which is gazing at a person against a white or black background. So look for blobs of light, color, or an outline. You focus on their face, head, or a few inches around their head, and you just relax your mind and do the same thing. Now, this is great when you're sitting in class and watching the teacher, or if you're in line for lunch or whatever you're doing. This is a good time to take time to practice this, because nobody will know that you're doing this. I do it all the time when people are speaking up at the front. I just look at the area around their head and I see the outline. So just focus this and just keep on practicing. You can even use your hands or look at your feet, even when you're sitting there just gazing around and you need something to do. So these are a few techniques to learn to develop aura viewing. So that's basically what we did for our classroom blog for December. Renee came over and took aura photographs of the children, of families, or individually. So next month, we are going to briefly talk about Reiki for children and teens. We're going to learn about Reiki, briefly touch on the history, what it is, how to use it, what the attunement process is, and everything that goes along with people's questions when it comes to Reiki for children. Thank you for joining us for the month of December. I wish everyone a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you next month.